In the world of boxing, only few names evoke the raw power and ferocity of Gerald McClellan, the great boxer, a fighter whose fists could change the course of a match in an instant, leaving opponents and fans alike in awe. But his story is one of triumph and tragedy, a reminder of the sport's unforgiving nature. Today we're going to have a fascinating video on the career of boxing legend Gerald McClellan, a man who rose from the streets of Freeport, Illinois, to become one of the most ferocious middleweight champions in boxing history. His story is one of raw power, incredible victories, and heartbreaking tragedy. Just imagine stepping into the ring with such devastating power that opponents feared your very presence. But now imagine that the same warrior, reduced to silence, fighting a battle far greater than any championship. Isn't it shocking, guys? Yes, it is. And this is the story of Gerald McClellan, a man whose fists could shatter dreams and whose courage would ultimately cost him everything. Let's begin. Born on October 23, 1967 in Freeport, Illinois, Gerald McClellan was destined for greatness. From a young age, he showed a natural talent for boxing, training under the legendary Emanuel Stewart at the Kronk Gym in Detroit. His amateur career was nothing short of impressive, including a notable victory over future champion Roy Jones Jr. In 1988,
middleweight champion of the world, damos la bienvenida al campeón, the G-Man Gerald McClellan.
McClellan turned professional, and the boxing world quickly took notice. You won't believe, but shockingly, he won his first fight by knockout in the first round, and this became a recurring theme. Isn't it amazing? Not only this, but his first 10 professional fights all ended in knockouts, showcasing his devastating power. But even legends face setbacks. In 1989, McClellan suffered 2 consecutive losses, but these only fueled his determination to rise to the top. With a record of 31 wins, 29 by knockout in his first few years, McClellan earned the nickname the G-Man, a nod to his gangster-like style in the ring. He wasn't just winning, guys, but he was destroying opponents, often ending fights in the first or second round. Surprisingly, McClellan's knockout percentage was an insane 85% during his prime. In 1991, McClellan captured the vacant WBO middleweight title by knocking out John Mugabe in the first round. This victory marked the beginning of his reign as one of boxing's most feared punchers. In 1993, McClellan faced Julian Jackson for the WBC middleweight title. Jackson was known for his knockout power, but McClellan proved too much, winning by TKO in the 5th round. This fight solidified his status as a true champion. This was no one-round blowout, but a war. McClellan absorbed Jackson's monstrous power punches, including 2 brutal low blows that sent him to a knee. But the G-Man rose, and in the 5th round, he unleashed a hell of a devastating victory, which sent Jackson crashing through the ropes. Jackson rose, but McClellan, smelling blood, finished him with chilling efficiency. Gerald McClellan was now the new WBC middleweight champion of the world. The fight was universally hailed as the knockout of the year. Over the next year, McClellan defended his WBC title 3 times, each time by first-round knockout, including a record-setting 22nd victory over Jay Bell. Yeah, you heard that right, fellas. 22nd time. In 1995, McClellan moved up to super middleweight to challenge Nigel Benn for the WBC title. The fight, held in London, was one of the most anticipated bouts of the year. McClellan started strong, knocking Benn out of the ring in the first round. But Benn, known for his resilience, fought back fiercely. The battle was brutal, with both fighters exchanging heavy blows. In the 10th round, after a massive exchange, McClellan went down and was counted out. But the real tragedy unfolded after the fight. Sadly, McClellan collapsed in his corner and was rushed to the hospital where he fell into a coma. He suffered a severe brain injury, and his life would never be the same. McClellan spent 2 weeks in a coma and underwent multiple surgeries. When he awoke, he was blind, partially deaf, and unable to walk. His boxing career was over, but his fight for survival had just begun. For the past 3 decades, McClellan has been cared for by his sisters, particularly Lisa McClellan, who has dedicated her life to his well-being. Despite the tragedy, McClellan's legacy in boxing remains undeniable. In 2007, he was inducted into the World Boxing Hall of Fame, a testament to his incredible career. He's remembered as one of the hardest punchers in the history of the sport, with a knockout ratio that still astonishes fans today. McClellan's story also serves as a stark reminder of the inherent risks in boxing. His injury sparked discussions about fighter safety and the need for better medical protocols. Organizations like Ring 10 and the World Boxing Council have stepped up to support McClellan and other fighters in need, but more can be done. Gerald McClellan wasn't just a knockout artist, but was a tremendous force that reshaped the middleweight division. A true champion whose fists wrote headlines in pain and triumph. His legacy is a powerful, sobering reminder of the price that can be paid in pursuit of greatness. Surrounded by a loving family, the former knockout king can look back at his career with pride. Despite the worst possible ending, as of 2025, he's still alive, cherished by those who stood by him. Gerald McClellan's story is one of triumph, tragedy, and unwavering spirit, which reminds us that true strength isn't just in the punches you throw, but in how you face life's hardest blows. As fans of the sport, all we can do at least is to honor Gerald McClellan's legacy now by supporting initiatives that help injured fighters and advocate for safer conditions in boxing. Whether it's donating to organizations that provide medical care or pushing for reforms in the sport, as we all know that every action counts. Don't forget to mention in the comments below by telling us what's your most vivid memory of Gerald McClellan's explosive power, or what does his story make you reflect on about boxing? No doubt, Gerald's story is a testament to the highs and lows of boxing. His incredible talent and tragic fate remind us of the sport's beauty and brutality. Let us never forget the G-Man and the lessons his career taught us. Thank you for watching, and if you found this video insightful, please like, share, and subscribe for more interesting stories and life learning lessons with facts. Let's show the G-Man that his fight still matters. Until next time, keep punching through life's challenges. See you in the next video, folks.